Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Redeemer, and today I'll be showing you how to complete the Silver Grove. The Silver Grove is a special shrine located on Earth that drops rare Exilus and stance mods when completed. In order to access the Silver Grove, you first need to complete the Silver Grove quest that you get from New Loka and craft the required apothics. I won't be showing you how to complete the quest in this video as it's pretty simple, and a lot of the steps that I use in this video will be the same for the quests. Plus, when you're completing the quest the first time, you won't be able to get the rare drops from it. The first thing that you need before accessing the Silver Grove is to craft the required apothic and equip it to your gear wheel. There are 3 apothics in total, and each has different build requirements, different mod drops, and different enemies to kill. The 3 apothics can be found in the gear section of your foundry, and they each require 3 different plants located in different locations on the star chart. In order to get the required plants to craft the apothic, you will need to scan them with a scanner. It is recommended to use a synthesis scanner from Cephalon Samaris with the cross matrix widget, so you have a chance to get 2 scans instead of 1. If you combine this with a resource booster and the charm buff from the Semitica vat, you can get up to 8 plant samples from 1 scan. The synthesis scanner also highlights plants on your HUD after you fully scan them in your codex, making them easier to find. About half of the samples required for crafting the apothics drop from Earth on different time periods. Missions on Earth have a day and night cycle that changes every 4 hours, so it can be very hard to farm all the required plants. You can use an external website such as Warframe Wiki in order to see where in the cycle it is. The first apothic I'll be showing you how to farm is the Nightfall Apothic. It's the first apothic that you get during the quest, and it's also the first one in terms of alphabetical order. I'll be showing the build requirements and the drop tables for it right now on screen. But in order to build it, you'll need Dusklight Sarcinia, Moonlight Dragon Lilies, and Sunlight Tresh Cones. Dusklight Sarcinia can be found in pools of toxic waste on the Grineer Shipyard's tile set. I would recommend care on Ceres since it has a reactor room that's guaranteed to spawn, and there's a lot of toxic pools nearby that have a chance of spawning the flower. Moonlight Dragon Lilies can be found in the Earth Forest tile set during the night cycle. I would recommend Mantle on Earth since it's a low level capture mission, so you can focus on scanning plants without being bothered too much. The last plant you need for the Nightfall Apothic is a Sunlight Tresh Cone. Sunlight Tresh Cones spawn on the Earth Forest tile set during the day cycle. I would once again recommend Mantle for this for the previous reasons listed. The second apothic I'll be showing you how to farm is a Twilight Apothic. The required plants for this apothic are the Moonlight Jade Leaf, Rux's Claw, and Lunar Pitcher. Moonlight Jade Leaf is another plant found in the Earth Forest tile set, but can only be found during the night cycle. Mantle and Earth is where I would recommend for farming this one. Rux's Claw is the second required plant, and it is found on Grineer Sediment tile sets, normally located on Mars. I would recommend Ara on Mars for farming this one since it's a capture mission, and you can finish the mission quickly and focus just on scanning the plants. The last required plant that you need for the Twilight Apothic is the Lunar Pitcher. Lunar Pitcher can be found on the Orkin Moon tile set, and it is located in areas that contain lunar soil. This can be on the ground itself, or in containers containing plant structures. I would recommend Copernicus and Lua for farming this one. The third and final apothic that I'll be showing you how to farm is the Sunrise Apothic. The required plants for this apothic are Sunlight Jade Leaf, Festin Moss, and Frost Leaf. Sunlight Jade Leaf is another one of those plants that can only be found in the Earth Forest tile set, and it is found there during the day cycle. I would recommend Mantle when trying to farm this plant. Vestin Moss is another one of the plants that you'll need for this apothic, and it is probably the hardest to farm. Vestin Moss is located in the Grineer Asteroid tile set and grows on rocks that are away from light. Because of this, they're often hidden in a corner and very hard to see normally. Using your scanner and looking at nearby rock surfaces is probably the best way to get this. For farming this plant, I would recommend Draco on Ceres or M Prime on Mercury. The final plant that you'll need for this apothic is Frostleaf. Frostleaf can be found growing on cliff sides on Corpus Outpost tile sets. For farming this plant, I would recommend E-Gate on Venus. And that's all the plants you'll need to farm. Whether you're completing this mission solo or not, I would recommend that you always have a Necros or Korra in your squad. These two loot frames give you the best chance of getting extra drops from the specters in the mission, since the other loot frame abilities don't work as well in this mission. Ivar's and Atlas's abilities don't work, and Hydroid's ability. Although it does work, it doesn't restrict the enemy movement, so they can walk out of the area of effect and you won't benefit from the buff. While doing this mission solo is completely fine, it is recommended to do it as a team, since each player can only take 2 Apothics into a mission, so having 4 players means 8 possible times to fight the enemy. In order to locate the Silver Grove, you'll need to head to an Earth Forest mission, preferably a capture mission since they're pretty easy to complete, and when you're in the mission, you need to search around the area. When you're near the Silver Grove and you have an Apothic equipped, you'll get a message from the Lotus. It'll tell you that the Silver Grove is nearby. You need to search for a nearby cave, and towards the back of the cave there will be a hole that will lead to the Silver Grove. Once you enter the grove, you'll need to make your way to the shrine, and when you do, you'll be given the option to anoint the shrine. Doing so will summon one of 3 Grove Specters that is based on whatever Apothic you use to anoint the shrine. The most useful Apothic for this is the Nightfall Apothic, since it summons a Knave Specter, which drops Growing Power, which is one of the most useful aura mods in the game currently. When the Spectre appears, make sure your loot ability is active and then proceed to kill it. You'll be given a guaranteed mod drop, and if your loot ability activates, you'll be able to receive a second drop. When completing this solo, you might be able to get 3 or 4 drops from the 2 Apothics that you use, but in a group the number of drops you can get can be a lot more. The mods that are drops from these Spectres will be marked as unidentified until you complete the mission, and then you'll be able to see what you got. If this is your first time doing it, then most of these mods will be useful, but if you're looking for something in specific, some of the mods have a drop chance as low as 6%, so it might take a while before you get them. I hope this video was able to teach you everything that you need to know about the Silver Grove, and I hope that you have the best of luck when farming it. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, share it with someone who will find it useful, and subscribe for more content like this in the future.